All right, fight fans. Today I got some very, very interesting news. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let Bo Nickel leak it by himself.
But they just announced Ilya and Volk.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's dope.
UFC 3
When?
Really?
April 3/14,
The
I think.
third. No, not a third. I'm thinking
Just
of
a
the one.
rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just leaked UFC 312, 314 on 312. What the hell am I saying? It's gonna be Topuria versus Volkanovski. They did leak a few more fights, but I want to talk about the main fight, Topuria versus Volkanovski, because I don't know how I feel about this fight. If I'm being completely honest, we know that Volkanovski just got off a knockout versus obviously Topuria, and then he got knocked out on the other fight, which the second fight against Islam via head kick KO. Look, I know Volkanovski has um taken a break from fighting. We all know that after those two vicious KOs, but I don't think he's gonna be the same anymore. Obviously he's getting older. Obviously he's over. I think he's already in the decline. I'm not saying he's just gonna fall off from the earth, but he's already in the decline. And I don't think his chin can really withstand a punch that Topuria hit. Like if he hits him clean again, he's going out cold again. And I don't want to see that, bro. And I think that's what's gonna happen again. Um, I think Volkanovski still has that mindset from the Islam Makhachev 2 fight. I'm not saying that he's going in there thinking that he can beat him in his worst shape and all this, because I don't think he is. This time he's definitely not playing around, but we saw what happened in the first fight. We really, really did. I know he had success a little bit, but it wasn't enough for me to even think. Look, right as of right, I don't think Volkanovski has a slight chance to beat Topuria. I really, really don't. I really don't. But look, Volkanovski, I think he is like measuring, right? I think he knows that if he loses to Poria, it's gonna leave a dent on his legacy. He knows that obviously, but I think he's looking at the reward more than the dent on his legacy, because the reward is 10 times heavier. The dent is gonna be way bigger on his legacy if he does win. It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be absolutely massive. It really, really is. And I think that's the mindset that he's coming into this fight. And he knows the dent that can leave if he loses. And I don't think he cares. I really don't think he cares. Or maybe just his mindset is just different, because we know what he did against Islam in the second fight. This guy is like an addict of fighting, and not in a good way, okay? Obviously, he's an all-time great. I get all that. On the featherweight, I understand that. But you sometimes got to be methodical. It's look, nobody's gonna tell you that you're ducking. No, nobody cares about that. We know this is a very, very dangerous fight for you. We saw how it ended the first time, and a lot of your fans, including me, don't want to see you fight this man. At least do a tune-up fight, man. You couldn't do a tune-up fight, which is a low-tier freaking fighter. You couldn't do a Diego Lopez at least, which I think would still be a dangerous fight, but fuck, bro. Get the rust out of the knees first, man. Oil up your legs up a little bit. Get them going. You're gonna hop right into another title fight against that guy that just knocked you out cold. That I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't think it's a good idea, because Ilya's just too good, man. Like, no matter how hard, I guess, I try to discredit Topuria in my mind, it's like, no, he's just too good. He's too good. His blitzes are just perfect, bro. And I don't think Volkanovski can deal with just his blitzes alone. I don't think he can deal with Topuria at all, bro. I really don't. Because even if Volkanovski tries to take him down, he doesn't have a good history of keeping him down, keeping people down. And I don't think, like, it's just no, bro. I don't, in my brain, when this was leaked, I was thinking through, like, how is this even, like, how can Volkanovski possibly win, bro? And it's crazy to say, because Volkanovski is one of the greatest. It's crazy to say, man. It really, really is. But when you have a guy like Topuria in front of you, man, That's just the way it is. And I think Volkanovski's doing a bad decision again. I think he should have fought like a lower tier fighter, get that win, and just I don't want to say retire, but like I just don't want to see him fight Topuria, man. I really, really don't. And Topuria is like everybody wants him to do super fights already. They want him to go out to 155 and fight Islam Makhachev. They really, really do. And the thing with that fight is I don't think it's gonna happen because Islam Makhachev wants to go up to middleweight and fight Dricus du Plessis. I'm pretty sure Dricus du Plessis or Islam Makhachev is salivating for Dricus du Plessis to win against Sean Strickland and then win against Hamzat. If he wins against Hamzat, Islam Makhachev is gonna be salivating out of his mouth. I'm not even kidding. Because he knows that fight is the easier fight. Other than the Sean Strickland and if you put Sean Strickland, Hamzat, and Dricus, he will definitely pick Dricus. Because even I think Islam Makhachev, even if he does beat Hamzat and Sean Strickland, I think he still will think is the easier fight. He wants Dricus so freaking bad. And just not because he's a champion, because he sees the way he fights, and he doesn't think he's that good. But anytime I'm like getting sidetracked to Islam Makhachev, I'm gonna show you a clip about Islam Makhachev at the end of the video. But let me just finish off with the Topuria and Volkanovski leak. Look, Volkanovski is doing a mistake here. That's my thing. Topuria is gonna knock him out again. Look, this is my super duper early prediction. I think Topuria is gonna knock this man out cold again. He's gonna go limp again. Even though I don't wanna say that. That's just the reality that we live in. This is my timeline, and that's what I think is gonna happen. Ilia Topuria by whatever he wants. Isn't that crazy to say? The disrespect that I'm showing Volkanovski right now is actually shameless. I feel disgusting saying that, but look, let's move on to the Islam clip.
В данный момент, смотря на свою весовую категорию, я не вижу там много работы для себя. Практически я со всеми подрался или там все друг друга перебили. Я думаю, перейти на 77, и там можно и задержаться тоже.
Как раз насчет 77 килограмм. Вот сейчас будет скоро бой Билал против Шавката. Будет ли тебе интересно подраться с победителем этого боя?
Ну, не знаю. Я не хочу там громкие пока заявления делать, с кем из них буду драться. Ну, посмотрим, как бой пройдет, что руководство скажет. Мы еще после боя, можно сказать, не общались. Надо сесть и обсудить этот момент, что будет в будущем, какие будем.
All right. As you saw there, look, we all know that Islam Makhachev is not going to fight Bilal because they're friends. Even Khabib doesn't want Islam Makhachev to fight Bilal because they are friends. They fight, they train together, not fight, but they train together. And I don't think that's going to happen. That's why he said that he's not going to make any statements about that. But there's another clip that he kept saying, or not a clip, but like a statement, I guess, that he said that he will love to fight Dricus because of his fighting style or something like that. And I think he really wants to fight Dricus because he sees his sloppiness as such an advantage for him because Dricus is just so sloppy. He's so sloppy, but I think if he gets in there, he will get beat by Dricus. If I'm being completely honest, I think Dricus actually beats him. I think anybody at the top of the division, on that division, beats Islam Makhachev. I think they're just too big and too strong, and I'm being completely honest, but that's just what I think. And I hope one of those fights happen so I can get into detail more about those fights and all that stuff. But as of right now, those are just the news that we have right now. Ilia Topuria versus Alex Volkanovski on UFC 312. Let me know what you think about that fight, man, because that is just I don't want to see that fight. Anyways, so make sure you leave a like, hit that sub button so you don't miss any more MMA content. With that being said, I'll see everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.